We got to get a little bit of excess glazing in chat. We've been off for a little bit, so we have to do it right. We have to do it because we love a little bit of Terrastorian here. They make amazing videos and definitely deserve more views because they are putting out some top tier content. I cannot wait for hopefully the Enfield content that they start to create. That's if the Rover situation hasn't caused a delay to that. The most underrated factions in Arknights lore and why they matter. All right, let's have a look. We like a little bit of lore because in a world like Terra, it's it's right for the picking, right?
And welcome to Terrastorian, the channel where we cover all aspects of Arknights' lore.
All right.
In this video, we'll be talking about some of the underrated factions in Arknights. We've all come to know the major factions that we've come to interact with, like that of Rhodes Islands, Penguin Logistics, and Rhine Labs. But there are plenty of lesser-known groups that...
I just noticed as well, it's half a cup of rice, right? Are we doing a switch between now? We're going backwards and forwards between the two narrators.
Play a role in
I'm okay with it.
ever-expanding universe. So in this video, we'll take a look at some of those underrated factions, learn a little bit more about who they are, and how they relate to the rest of the Arknights story. First introduced in the Heart of the Surging Flame event, Alive Until Sunset is an all-female heavy metal band signed with the Monster Siren Records label. Their members consist of Alti the bassist, Aya the vocalist, Dan the drummer, and Frost the guitarist. Although the band members...
I didn't even know about this, chat. I didn't even know about this. That's another thing with Arknights as well. I'm continually... Obviously, I'm new to the game as well, but like the amount of times I'm like, bro, what the fuck is this? When? How? I don't know about this. Okay, all right, I'm here for it though. 2 seconds, I'm just gonna let the dog in. I'm back. There's a lot you don't know, Mr. Streamer. This is true outside of Arknights as well. This is actually true. There's lots I do not know.
...are all seen as Aegirian. They are actually Farinmonks, who had left the ocean and took on human forms due to the Seaborn's expansion. Their special relationship as Farinmonks from the sea adds another perspective to the Seaborn narrative in Arknights. Part of the Surging Flame gave us a brief glimpse of what the Seaborn were through Alti's perspective, describing them as fundamentally different from regular Aegirians, and questioning how the Seaborn came to be directly to Kaltsit. The band also served a supporting role in the events of Sultifera Navis, bringing the key to the Eye of Iberia to Gladia.
People are saying that the Limbus Company collab, right, is going to be centered around the Navis, right, because of the imagery. It looks like they're on the deck of the Navis, yeah. That'd be interesting.
While also planning a Grand Pharo evacuation contingency with the Inquisition in case Kaltsit and the Abyssal Hunters failed to drive back the Seaborn. Most notably, it was Frost who used her music to control some of the Seaborn in a conflict against the Aegirian cultists and to guide Yordi's ship to the Abyssal Hunters location. Aazel is an Euripathy clinic based in Chernobog led by Heliger. Due to Ursus's general perspective against those with Euripathy, the Aazel clinic had to be clandestine in their objective to provide their service to the infected. Their unique technology to suppress Euripathy led them to become a major support pillar to the hidden Ursine infected. Although their goals were similar, Aazel had once refused to work alongside Rhodes Island, even going so far as to maintaining neutrality during the Chernobog incident.
We ended up in one of their clinics, didn't we?
Wasn't the original leader of Aazel. It was described that Azazel's former leader had betrayed the organization and injured many infected at the clinic. After Heliger intervened, the former leader left Heliger with the clinic, along with their daughter Neon. During the Chernobog incident, the clinic was looted and destroyed, but its members were able to escape unscathed, with Heliger later joining Rhodes Island.
Oh, very great boy, Snake.
The King's Wand is a group of Victorian scholars focusing their efforts on research around originium.
Let's go.
And the propagation of knowledge for the general population. They have 5 described alumni.
Victoria mentioned.
A non-government organization with close ties to the assuming counselor Angst. Out of these 5 members, Skyfire is the only member who has made an appearance. But King's Ward members Shichiel and Shiro have been mentioned. The King's Ward originally had a hostile stance against the infected, as the actions of the reunion movement resulted in the death of
who didn't at some point though, right?
The group's pet. However, After working with Rhodes Island, the group's perspective
Bro, how small is Amir, man? You forget, don't ya? She's so small.
changed towards protecting the rights of the infected. Rusthammer is a blanket term for the loosely connected groups of people who reject modern Terra society, living in various no-man lands across the world.
Every time I see him, man. Every time I see him.
Originally condensed to the frontiers of Colombia, the faction has since spread to Victoria and Casimero.
Man, she's just 14 yet. She's just really short though, isn't she, as well?
Has weakened the Terrans and only caused divisions. They generally seek the destruction of any symbol of civilization. Equality, as the Rusthammer faction believes, can best be brought through violence. As they don't discriminate between infected and non-infected, their members are even comprised of former
Okay, then, so they are equal rights and lefts for everybody then, yeah? Everybody can catch smoke, okay.
Union members. The faction has no single leader, with how Rusthammer is mainly composed of smaller groups under the same banner.
It's like cells,
But
yeah.
the character cannot good enough often acts as their middleman in trade and communications.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Raythean is a Colombian weapons manufacturing company. Their rise in prominence as a powerful entity is thanks to its co-founders, Henry Block, a small Gaulish noble, and Owen Brindley, a famous Colombian war hero. It was thanks to Henry's expertise and Owen's public influence that their influence grew to the size that it is today. Currently, Raythean is led by Owen's son and Jessica's father, Bernie. Their current long-running collaborations include that with Black Steel and Rhodes Island, with some operators such as Glossus and Coriseum acting as weapon testers for the company. The first 3 operational platforms of the Rhodes Island landship were designed in cooperation with Raythean.
Ah, okay. That's new to me as well. Okay. So basically, like, really, Jessica's kind of like, in a sense, Tony Stark's kid, really, but without the genius Iron Man tech, right? He ran a weapons company initially, right?
Maylander acts similar to a
terrible
spy
analogy
agency for
but, you know.
Colombia, with their influence in the main stories of Arknights being mostly from the shadows. Their main objectives are largely unknown save for what can be parsed from Tin Man and Hohayek's roles in Lone Trip, as well as Bobbing's involvement in the aftermath of the Victorian crisis. Maylander was founded by Celine Maylander, a Colombian pioneer who Tin Man befriended in the past. It has several branches including, but not limited to, historical preservation, medicine, security and defense, exploration, and child rights protection.
Okay.
Their child rights protection
Random bunch of things there, but okay.
branch came into play during the notorious Logan water tank incident, where they shut down the entire facility and rescued abducted children. They have also been involved in several major events in Terra, such as the Infi Icefield expedition described in Integrated Strategies 4. From Bobbing's files, it is implied that the reason why Maylander was trying to find a way to Victorian territory was to smuggle Victorian infected patients out of the country to perform inhumane experiments on them. While Maylander
is it a spoiler? Stay away from that then, stay away from that.
Bobbing himself, the Colombian support that Vina rejected during the Parliament meeting is likely Maylander attempting to contact the Earl of March to smoothen their entry process. During Bobbing's planned dispatch, he found out that Maylander intended to send another of its unknown subsidiaries to Victoria. It was the discovery of new erypathy symptoms found within the Victorian infected patients that Bobbing began to suspect Maylander's goal in relation to the Victorian infected. The Armorless Union is a Casimiras-based secret military force of night assassins, originally formed during a period of political struggle with the rogue Casimiran Knights. The Armorless Union utilized special assassinations and guerrilla combat techniques to combat the highly trained
symbol,
rogue
whatever
knights.
you want to call it.
At its highest
Sigil.
ranks, the Armorless Union has 3 Dark Steels, 2 Lazarites, and 1 Platinum, all of whom are master marksmen. The Platinum is someone who takes the lead to plan and guide the Union through large involved operations. The Lazarites were said to be excellent assassins and could kill any one target in Casimiras. Dark Steels were a step above, with not much known about them outside of their terrifying presence within the event stories.
Okay.
Some examples of their actions include chasing Dagon Breacher as she fled from Casamaras after
I'm
her
still
third
kind of
major
annoyed
win,
I don't have her.
assassination attempts against the members of Pinus Sylvestris, and the kidnapping of Maria Neural. Although the Armorless Union acted in the direction of the Casamaras General Chamber of Commerce, such as dealing with the KGCC opposition, purging infected, and assassinating fellow...
Chat, hopefully soon this becomes a regular thing, right? You know? Seeing this sort of stuff, obviously with Enfield, I mean, like in-game as well, right?
Corporate directors, they are not completely under its control. The balance of power, where different influences within the KGCC tried to influence the Armorless Union, allowed the group to break free from their subservience to the Chamber and reinsert their own autonomy, ending with Roy directly assassinating every director in the KGCC board with connections to the Lazarites during a blackout. The Operator Platinum is our gateway into the Armorless Union, inheriting the title of Platinum after her predecessor was assassinated for attempting to flee the Armorless Union's influence.
It's such a cool trailer.
She herself participated in many of the Union's activities, including in an assassination attempt on the Doctor of Rhodes Island. The political upheaval at the end of Nearlight forced Platinum to attempt her own escape from the Armorless Union, in which she found safe harbor on the Rhodes Island landship.
Oh shit, sorry. My chest is spasming because I chest day today and I hit it hard. Oh my god, you know when I bring my arm in like that, it's like my chest is like, oh, it's like tensing up, man. Holy cow.
The Rose Riverside is the Vampire Court's intelligence network.
Boys!
Having once helped Babel during the Kazdel Civil War, they are highly capable in not only their own work, but also in deception. It was founded by a vampire noble who followed Teresa's ideals, and although it was later disbanded...
Not gonna lie though, so far as a unit, she's fun, but not really much more than that for me at least anyway.
After the fall of Babel, it was reformed again later in the narrative. As one of the founding members of this faction, Entelechia additionally acts like an undertaker, cleaning up after the failures of her sisters and tying up loose ends.
And she looked good though, right?
During the Londinium incident, she helped destroy some of the Sanguinarch's remaining altars and helped Milscar pave a way for the Paragon army to enter Londinium. Cool. Currently, she is in pursuit of a member of the faction who suddenly left Teresa's side during the event of the story. The Pathfinders are a splinter faction who tried to end the Lateran exclusivist attitude towards the non-sanctas and liberis in Laterano.
They are
held together by the idea that Laterano should end its exclusionary attitude towards non-sanctas, especially after witnessing how Laterano would refuse to accept non-sancta refugees. Initially, the leader has attempted to appeal to the Pope directly, but after the Pope showed the leader the law, they realized that it is impossible to bring everyone to salvation, and so they decided to alleviate others' suffering through other methods. In current events, the faction follows Andoan's guidance, even though he is not their formal leader. After the calamity,
that imagery just before that felt very Enfield. Like the cubes in the circle.
And with that, that completes our brief look at some of the more underrated...
Was that orbital striker sniper in the wheelchair then?
In Arknights. As you can see, many of these factions might not get as much screen time or might not be as well known as the factions that we all know and love today. Yet, when they do appear within the stories of Arknights,
we need to get Tim, man. He's such a cool looking character.
Many of these factions have just as big of a role to play as their larger, more well-known factions. Are there any other factions that we have missed or you might want to know a little bit more on? Let us know in the comments down below.
Everything Victoria.
And if you've enjoyed this video, please like and comment
give me a deep
below.
dive into Steam Knights, man.
You know? With that, thank you for watching Terra's story, and I'll see you in the next video.
Alright, great video as always, guys. Check out Terra Storian. They are making great content, and they deserve more views, man. They're making content that, in my opinion, deserves way more views. So check them out. Show some love. I hope they continue to make these sort of videos when it comes to Enfield, and hopefully they can get to a point where they may be a little bit, you know, putting out more videos as well, because they are few and far between. But hey, you know, it is what it is, right? But yeah, I'd like to see more content from them, more content for them. So yeah, that was the most underrated factions in Arknights lore. What are your what's your favorite faction and why? And like, what is the most underrated faction as well? So I guess that's 2. What's the most underrated faction? And what is your favorite faction as well?